Report summary: Paris urged to apologize for Polynesia nuclear tests. France's long history of nuclear testing in the South Pacific has returned to public attention. The French Parliament has officially called on the government to apologize for the 190 nuclear tests conducted in French Polynesia between the 1960s and 1990s. Alongside this, lawmakers recommend amending compensation laws for residents and military personnel who suffered health consequences, including cancer and leukemia, as a result of radiation exposure. For decades, Paris denied the health risks associated with these tests. It wasn't until 2010 that the government introduced a compensation system for affected individuals. However, strict eligibility criteria have left many victims without support. So far, only about 1,000 people have been recognized and compensated. A parliamentary committee recently investigated the testing's impact and found that residents and personnel were poorly informed about the risks. Radiation protection measures were either inadequate or completely lacking. The committee recommended expanding the list of eligible diseases and removing the minimum radiation exposure threshold required for compensation. They also called for an official apology to be included in the law governing French Polynesia's status. National pride in the secrecy surrounding France's nuclear program contributed to the long delay in acknowledging the health effects. It wasn't until global events like the Chernobyl disaster and increased public awareness that victim advocacy groups began forming in the early 2000s. Political tensions have also played a role. With independence movements gaining momentum in French Polynesia, the French government faces pressure to address its colonial-era decisions. President Emmanuel Macron visited the region in 2021, admitted France owed a debt, but stopped short of issuing a formal apology. The nuclear legacy remains a source of political tension and public demand for justice.